Hey guys, this is just one guy and I'm back here with my Mistborn project. And I know I haven't uploaded in a while, but I have still been working on a project. And what I've been working on is the stealth system. So let's just go in game and see how that works. Now the first thing you'll notice is the giant UI eye at the bottom of the screen. And right now it's yellow. In general, yellow means that the enemy is searching for you, but they don't know your location. And if the eye is red, it means the enemy knows your location. Now let's just go into stealth mode and see what happens. If I go into stealth mode, you can see I crouched and the enemy started coming after me. He found my position, and when they know your position, if you break sight lines, direct sight lines, like you go behind something or you go behind the enemy, they won't be able to see you anymore, and so they'll just go to your last known position once the countdown timer ends. You can see he saw me. As long as he sees me, he'll come after me. But the minute I break sight lines, let's just go behind this wall. He can't see me anymore, and once the countdown timer ends, that little square will pop up, and that represents the last place he saw me, and he'll just go to that. Now, once he doesn't find you there, he'll just go back to his patrolling route. Let's just move so he can't see me. And now he's going back to patrolling. Now you'll also notice he has a little UI above his head, and that's just to let you know his position, even when he's behind the wall, and that just makes him easier to track, especially if there are multiple enemies. And right now it's yellow because he's looking for me and it's question marks, but as soon as if I go in front of him, it'll turn into red exclamation points, and you can see that he knows where I am. And the system is really simple, but I like it that way just because you always get all the information you need. Now if you go up behind him, he can't directly see you, and if you attack him, it does triple damage. I'm missing him because he's walking. There we go. Now when you're not in stealth mode, the enemy always knows where you are, and if you throw an attack, the enemy also knows where you are. You have to break stealth to attack. Now another thing I want to talk about is these two new stats I added. Where are they? Right here. And you'll notice two new stats, which is stealth and perception. These together control how far the enemy can see. Perception is how far he can see. It extends his sight range, and stealth shrinks his sight range. So let me just go in the game and demonstrate that. Just right in front of the enemy. Now normally when you're in front of the enemy, he can directly see you and he'll come after you. But he has a sight range. If I go too far away, the countdown timer will start, and then it will just activate to my last known position. And you can see, even though I'm in front of him, I'm too far away for him to see. Now his perception stat will extend the range, but your stealth stat will shrink the range of what he can see. Now let's just get him to come back for a minute, and I'll show you exactly where his sight range ends, which is right here. That's the furthest he can see. Now another thing I like about this system is if I turn the other AI on, it scales up well with multiple enemies. Now each enemy can see you independently. Just because one enemy can see you doesn't mean all the enemies see you. And I'll try to separate them to demonstrate how that works. That's also why they have the UI above their head, because each enemy, you can see one enemy knows where I am and the other one doesn't. So the other one is going to go back to patrolling while this enemy, well, now they both know where I am. One lost me and the other lost me. And you can see two squares were created, and that's the last position that they know you're at. But each enemy has their own individual stealth level. See, this one, you can see where I am while the other one doesn't. So this one is following me while the other one is patrolling. And that's what I like about this system, because it can scale up to handle multiple enemies. Now you can see up. Yeah, you saw me. And I like this. I like this system because it works really well. You can also see I've added some wall animations. If there's one thing I have to do to complete the system, is add more animations. I like for there to be a peak animation from when you're behind the wall. But overall, I think the system works pretty well. It's simple, you can understand it well. Also, I'll change out those squares for actual body doubles. And if you attack the enemy from stealth, you'll do triple damage. Overall, I like the system. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you for watching.